Hello there, fish tankers. We are today at something of a difference. It's Fanie's Fish Room. I also have a website. I'll leave it in the description. And this is what many of us dream of, a real fish room where you can buy fish and sell fish. So let's see what he's got. Okay guys, as you walk in, you can see it's this outside shed and there's some nice display tanks up. And this is Fanie's Fish Room. I've been interested in visiting this place for a long time. See, nice big planted display here with those glowfish. I'm not a big glowfish fan, but there's some very nice blue gouramis or free spot gouramis there as well. And here you see all the aquariums. There's some platinum convicts. And here we have some X-ray tetras, a staple of a hobby. And look at that price, 15 Rand. You're not gonna find a fish for 15 Rand anywhere easily. Some more of those platinum convicts, breed like rabbits, so not surprised to see so many of them here. A little dachshund, you know I have a dachshund, Lulu, so does Fanie and his wife. Quite a few potted plants. And he sells off his website, Fanie's Fish Room, as well, so he'll ship everywhere in the country. I'm going to leave a link to the website in the description below the video. And this is something quite interesting. It's not what you may think it is. A canister filter standing here, more about that later. Nothing there, but here's some mollies. And some more convict fry. Interestingly enough, he mostly imports fish and sells them on. If he breeds, he tells me, you're going to have to give up that tank for the breeding for 2 months, and that's not always feasible from a business perspective. Some really nice big neons for 15 Rand. That's a very good price. Some blue gouramis or free spot gouramis and some angels, 45 bucks for those angels. And he also has some Malawi fish. Now, I'm not the expert on Malawis, so these look like peacocks to me. That's just sort of a generalization. Some danios. Everything has air-driven filters, so it's pretty old school stuff. And that is something that Fanie uses in his tanks for maintenance. Not sure what it is, some bacterial enzyme, but you see what he does with a canister filter here. He uses it like a vacuum cleaner. It sucks out on the one end and then returns the water on the other end. So he cleans out all the detritus from the substrate there. And he uses pool filter sand in his tanks. So that's a very cheap way of doing substrate, in a very effective way. Some lemon tetras, once again bargain for 15 bucks. Put them in a planted tank, very underrated fish. these are what I call heart-shaped tetras, these lemon tetras among many others. They're always a good tetra to have in a tank with things like angelfish or slightly bigger fish as a diver fish, so they don't get eaten as easily as neons. Some more Malawis. Here's assorted mbuna. We chatted a bit about Siamese algae eaters, and we agree they're the only thing that eat blackbeard algae. I haven't found anything else that eats the dreaded BBA. Some jewel cichlids. We talk about the Malawi's rift-like cichlids as African cichlids, but these jewel cichlids are West African cichlids. And there's a golden Siamese algae eater. It's no secret I don't like those fish. Harvey or Fanie agrees that they are good algae eaters when they're young, but they become aggressive when they're older. Quite a bit of Malawi cichlids here. Yellow Johani and the yellow lab. That I know at least. Some people call them canary cichlids because of the yellow color. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about Malawi cichlids? Are you a fan of the African rift-like cichlids from Mbuna and the peacocks? If so, why? What do you like about them? If not, then tell me as well. And I prefer these guys. These are Oscars. I had them back in the day. I really love those Oscars. There's some lemon Oscars here. These are babies, but guys, if you want to keep them, you need a big tank for these. You need a substantial tank, at least 300 liters for a single one. I think 1.5 meters by 60 by 60 centimeters, then you have a decent size for a couple of Oscars and maybe a tank mate or two. Bigger is always better with these. Some mollies. And some decent looking healthy mollies here. The live bearers are always problematic. Some big ones in this tank. There's some of those platinum convicts again. And there's his beta rack. Some really nice classic betas or Siamese fighters here. When I started fish keeping back in the day, these were the Siamese fighters or betas that you had. A veil tail, red or blue. Those were your choices. Now there's a bewildering amount of choices. But these are still very nice betas, I think. Where is the blue one? Some more convict fry, some guppies. There's a little nano tank with some shrimps in it. That's the one thing I haven't really done. I haven't done reef keeping, and I haven't really done the freshwater shrimp keeping thing. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys think I should try a shrimp tank? I had shrimps back when I had a marine tank or a saltwater or seawater tank, however you call it. Some cleaner shrimps and some fire red shrimps that were a lot bigger. These freshwater shrimps are very small to me. I have to put on my reading glasses to see them. And some really nice blue, electric blue acaras here. Sorry for the reflection. That's just a dilemma, you know, during the day when these guys are open. You can't do much about the reflection. But some really nice sized, chunky, electric blue acaras here. I really do like them. They're not as aggro as some South American cichlids can be. Definitely not as aggro as Malawi cichlids. And here we have some nice swordtails. As you guys know, I lost a bet. I jumped out of a tank a while back. These guys, they also jumpers. I remember from keeping them. Every now and then a swordtail would end up on the floor. So keep those tanks covered. Some goldfish. There's a nice calico fantail there. And there's some koi also, if I look closely. That's more for your pond. More cichlids. Glow danios, GMO danios. But some very nice female betas here. Look at the coloration on these females. And if you just want a wet pet in a single fish on your desk, in let's say a 20-liter tank or something like that, these make just as good pets as the males. And some nice looking platies here. I'm kind of a fan of a platy. It's smaller than the swordtail and not quite so constantly chasing the females as the guppies. Here you can see Mickey Mouse platies referring to that pattern on the coral peduncle. And of course the bulletproof white cloud mountain minnow. They don't even need heaters. I've kept them successfully with goldfish and I still have white clouds in my big tank at home. I also have a gold version. And here at this price, 25 Rand, some big emperor tetras. Lovely emperor tetras. You know I'm a fan of these. I did a species profile. And 25 bucks for these big chunky emperor tetras, you can't beat it. There's some nice males in there. Put them in a well-planted tank, you'll end up with a baby or two surviving. The glow light tetra with those red lines in their body, and then the albino corridoras. And here you can see the pool filter sand. Look at the substrate they're keeping them on. The corries like that sort of sandy substrate. Cherry bobs. Also a fish, these cherry bobs, you see them in the intro to all my videos. They color up tremendously in a nice environment and they're out of the store tanks. And you can see Fanie uses a lot of old school stuff. Look at how he does that box filter, and here and there you'll see an empty cooling bottle full of filter floss and a little power head. And there are some panda corries. And once again, panda corrie, 59 bucks. Good price. There's some stir-by corridoras. And there's a Yellowstream loach. Plain tetras. some red-eye tetras. He's got some battery backup air pumps, but the whole fish room runs on air-driven filters like you usually would get in a fish room. And here are two quite big pea puffers. They're still tiny fish, but these are the biggest pea puffers I've seen. There you see the female in front. You can see that distinct spotty pattern. And if I can get the male to cooperate, there he goes at the back. Fish don't take direction. There's the male. There you can see. Notice how that side spot convolutes or sort of morphs into a stripe going to the back. That's how you distinguish the male from the female. Chatted to Fanie about pea puffer aggression. You've seen I've got this little sorority of 4 females in a 5-gallon tank, and they get on very well and it works very well. But we agree the aggression thing with pea puffers relates to the male. Like most fish, you know, males are always the ones, or often the ones, causing aggro. So the reason why my little pea puffer tank seems to work so well, despite what everybody says, is because there's no male in there. Fanie says put a male in there and you're going to see carnage. Or maybe it'll be okay if it's just one male and the females. Some Serpae tetras, or are they black phantoms? Koi guppies. Okay, there, this guy that's so inquisitive is a balloon Texas cichlid. Quite frankly, how do you guys feel about balloon fish, balloon mollies, red parrots, I suppose, polar blue parrots? You know, it's really a balloon convict. And there you see the display of Malawi cichlids. Guys, if you've watched this far, please give the channel a thumbs up and a like. And please consider subscribing, I will greatly appreciate it. Go to the link in the description below and go check out Fanie's fish room. And if you're here in Joburg, then he is in 23 Rooibok Avenue. Just Google him on Google Maps. I took an Uber here and it's worth checking out. So until I see you guys again, take good care of those domestic denizens of the deep.